we're here at the University of Phoenix Stadium right outside of Phoenix, Arizona for Phoenix Fan Fest 2014. This is the same group that brings us Phoenix Comicon, one of our favorite conventions throughout the year. One we really count down the days to, in all honesty. It's just so much fun. Huge, great show with a lot less stress than some of the bigger shows we go to sometimes. So we love it. We're excited to hear about it. Awesome that it's in December for us. It's a little bit lighter of a con calendar, obviously in December as well, so we're excited to get out here. We came in on Friday. We are recording this on Saturday, so Friday we kind of got a feel for the floor, everything that's going on. Today we've been making our way around, seeing a lot of awesome cosplay, fun booths, noticing a lot of shopping going on. I love to see, I mean, not just because this is a great group of people that put this show together, led by an all-volunteer team, but also it's just great to see because I think there's a lot of doubt about shows in December, January, February. I know as we're preparing, we have 11 shows on our convention calendar. You can check that out at parksandcons.com, but we have 11 for January and February alone. So we don't really see the convention year as, you know, they say convention season or con season starting in March and kind of ending in August. We don't really see that. We see it throughout the year. This is our 46th convention of 2014, so we've obviously been making the route, and all of that is really between a 6 to 7 hour drive of, you know, right there in Orange County, California. So a lot of shows, great calendar throughout the year. But back to Phoenix Fan Fest. We've been really pleased with it. It's a really unique thing to have it at a football stadium, obviously, a place that could hold the Super Bowl, definitely can hold a convention. One of the reasons for this is they wanted to have really affordable setup for people. They're saying that the rooms, the negotiations to have rooms down in the convention center area would be super expensive. One of the things we love about the Phoenix Comicon brand is very much like what we love about Knott's Berry Farm, is they're really looking for ways to always elevate the fan experience while also decreasing prices. And so that's very rare. Obviously, the common thing is bump up price a little bit, maybe give a little more, bump up price, give a little bit more. In most things, what we do in the parks and cons area of coverage. That being said, that's never been the case with Phoenix. They've always really tried to up the fan experience and keep prices super low. So it's a really affordable show. It's meant for families, meant to bring the whole group out and really enjoy it. And you can see it here. Now, being in December, one thing on that too is they wanted to provide free parking, which is awesome. You know, coming down and being used to paying 15, 20 bucks whenever we go to cons to pay for parking. None of that here. Tons and tons of parking. Obviously, a football stadium, tons of parking, all free, all awesome. In addition, loving to see it doing so well as we look at December. I mean, there's a lot of shopping going on here. So yeah, they have David Ramsey from Arrow. They've got Colin Baker, some of the Doctor Who guys, Linda Blair. They've got Jay Lee, Will Portasio. They do have people, Neil Adams, to come down and get signatures and like that. But what we know is a lot of shopping going on. I mean, the floor, we'll make our way around the floor right now, and you can see the crowds coming around. And maybe I'm just, you know, having my antennas up more because it is kind of the Christmas shopping season, but I feel like a lot more people are shopping. I've heard a lot of vendors saying that it's way busier than what they're expecting. So again, I think the notion may be like, hey, it's December, people are too busy with Christmas stuff to really go to a con. That's not the case at all. There's tons of great cosplay out there, lots of creative things. What we're gonna do with this video, make our way around the floor, give you a quick kind of overview of things. We'll zoom in on some key, you know, booths, cosplay, things that we love, maybe a little bit of panels. We'll see if we have time for that. Then we'll put it all together, let you enjoy that, and then we'll come back at the end where we're under a con where we wrap everything up. Let's go take a look around.
Yeah, they want me to prove it.
Hello.
But yeah.
Oh, Slenderman.
Oh my god.
There's kind of going to sleep before my next one bar.
That freaking rail.
Because mine are
I said they're blind. An idea. Is that the truth? I don't know. Tunnel vision is.
there is no truth, only truth.
I'm normal in and out.
I am normal. I'm so normal.
Oh.
So if you can think we're all going to make it. Okay. You're welcome. But please, if you want to touch anything, pick things up, we have no problem. 3 hours without.
Oh no, they're so normal.
You're gonna get late?
Yeah, I got a link. There you go.
What does he charge?
All right, thank you.
But it's, you know something, the first time I saw the season, the mid-season premiere, mid-season finale, was the same time you guys saw it. And I was just like, wow, I mean, they just really, really went for it. I thought the fight would be more kind of involved a little bit. You know what I mean? Just like a little bit more involved. I mean, he really made Oliver look whack. I mean, it was just bad. It was like you know, it was varsity against the worst JV team ever. I mean, but and then he just didn't pull any punches. I mean, just right off a mountain. So yeah, I mean, it was brutal. It was brutal even for us. And I mean, after Steven was done, he was like, "It's gonna be killer, Dave. It's gonna be killer, man." And I'm like, "Well, don't tell me anything. I want to see it with everybody else." So it's great. I'm really glad they went for it.
All right, so we're wrapping up here from Phoenix Fan Fest. Hopefully that video gave you a little bit of a look into what the show was. We were really impressed with the scope and size of it. We expected a much smaller show than what we received, and you know, it's really promising for the future. You can listen to our podcast on iTunes or Stitcher. We're going to have that up and have a full discussion going into all the details of the things we loved about Phoenix Fan Fest and some suggestions for the future. Definitely check that out. In terms of us going under the con or under the hood of the show and some of the things to kind of set the floor for it, what we really noticed a lot this time was that there was a ton of toys and just a lot of fun stuff and good deals. Picked up some of the Star Wars Expanded Universe stuff for like $3, these types of figures. The multiverse ones, picked some of those up for $5. Picked up, and these are only out of the package because I'm a little kid and already opened them, but some Black Series Star Wars for $25, the Darth Vader. So Shazam's from the DC Collectibles, $20 there. As we recorded the podcast, we actually said that we really didn't go through comics much, and then we headed over to Ed Robertson's. He's always a great vendor, a great comic book dealer, and we picked up a bunch of classic, I shouldn't say classic, but Bronze Age type stuff mostly. Some Silver Age mixed in there a little bit as well, but a bunch of dollar books, a couple $2, $4, $5 books mixed in there as well, but some fun stuff. There was a lot of good comic options there, particularly in the Bronze Age stuff, some fun, a lot of dollar bins, some 50-cent bins, things like that. A lot in the area of just like handmade stuff, a lot of one-offs, so we picked up a lot of gifts. We can't show any of those, but a lot of really unique stuff mixed in their artist alley of handmade jewelry, things like that, so a lot of fun. So we definitely were pleased with what we had. You know, it's about a 5-hour drive for us out here to Phoenix, and we had a lot of debates. We did have a lot of things going on, particularly in the theme park community this time of year, but we decided to make the commitment, drove out Friday, spent a good chunk of Friday here, all of Saturday. We're closing out the show right now and about to hit the freeway to drive back home tonight. Unfortunately, we're not going to be here Sunday. Not really our style. We like to open shows and close them to get the full picture, but just again, kind of a tight schedule right now. But I think for next year, we're definitely hoping that it comes back. I'm sure that it will come back. Hope they use this location again. University of Phoenix Stadium was awesome. Great ability to, upload video and Instagram and all of that. I've never had such good reception somewhere. Love the parking is free. The only thing really didn't like about the location is just that there was no carpet in the convention floor, which is always tough on the feet, but totally understandable. A lot of cons go that way, and particularly with this one being such a new one. Heard a lot of vendors talking about just how they didn't expect it to be as big of a show as it was either. So, it's always interesting when you have a second show, when you have the big show and then you had a second, like we've seen that with Long Beach adding their expo. It's something you have to really communicate to people what to expect in terms of size, and I think this one they did a good job of really setting up with, at least I know in media we knew very well, everything we saw on the website was saying this is going to be a really small show, and so they kind of kept expectations down, and I know we were really pleased with what we found because it was even much more than we had expected. So a great weekend, great fun, and looking forward to it next year. So as I said, check out our website, YouTube channel. We have much more in our playlist there, all sorts of fun cosplay this year, and then definitely iTunes and Stitcher. We have our Parks and Cons podcast. We'll spend about an hour just talking about the show and everything we liked about it. So we'll wrap up here, and until next time, we'll see you in line somewhere.